What's up, style babes? Welcome back to my channel. It's Taylor Oriana and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be turning this wig from black to a brown ginger. My client wanted this, and this is a curly lace frontal wig. I'm not sure about the details. Like I said, my client provided this wig, so I didn't get any details on it, and I don't think she remembers where she got it from. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. This wig is beautiful though. The curl pattern is so nice. So I'm going to take some L'Oreal Quick Blue, of course, and I'm going to take some Clairol 40 Developer. Y'all already know I love doing this bleach bath. It makes bleaching so much more easier. Like, who even paints their bleach on anymore unless you're doing like highlights? I don't do that. So I'm going to go in with a handful of bleach, of course, as you see. And then I'm going to go in with some 40 Developer. You're going to want to add a lot of this because you want it to be a liquidy kind of consistency. You don't want it to be thick like if you were bleaching your knots. This is completely different. So I go in, gradually add in some 40 Developer. I do this process twice. So the first go around I use 40 and the second go around I use 30. But anyways, we're still in the first process, so I'm just stirring that up, make sure that everything's incorporated in there. And as soon as that's incorporated in there, I go in with some really hot tap water and I'm gonna fill it up to make it more loose and liquidy. Alright, so now that the water is incorporated in there as well, we're going to go in with our wig, and I make sure that it's nice and detangled so I don't have to worry about that when I'm trying to make sure that all the bleach is getting through the hair thoroughly. I like to just detangle it beforehand. So it's really no method to this. You just want to dunk it in, make sure that everything is saturated in the hair. I like to make sure that everything's dunked in, and then I go in with like a comb, a brush. I use this little massaging comb, and that really just helps incorporate all that bleach and water into each particle of the hair. So for this first process, I only let the bleach sit in there for about 30 minutes. After that, I wash it out and start a new process. I do this all the time. Actually, one of my subscribers told me about it. She was like, you know, if you do it a session 30 minutes each time, it'll actually lighten quicker because the hair stops processing after approximately 30 minutes. So it really doesn't help to let it sit in there for like an hour or so. And I feel like you see less damage when you do that too. So I let that sit for 30 minutes like I said, and then now I am going to make a new batch of this bleach and water mixture together, and this time instead of using 40, I use 30 Developer. And this is what the color ended up looking like after the first go round in the process and all that. That's what it looked like. As you can see, it definitely did lighten up, but I just wanted it to be a little more even, so I am going in the second time, but I am using 30 Developer this time. after the 30 minutes is up, I'm gonna go in with this clarifying shampoo from Suave. It was really cheap. I think it was like $2 for this big old bottle at the dollar store. You could go in with any clarifying shampoo as long as it's clarifying, because it's going to make sure that all of that bleach is out and that the wig is nice and clean. You definitely want to make sure that all of the bleach is out before you start adding color onto the hair. So now I am going in with some conditioner. I like to use silicone mix. You can use any conditioner you want, and you want to apply this onto the lace because this is going to prevent you from potentially staining your lace. Now it is semi-permanent dye, so your lace will not be permanently stained. It'll come out with water, but you don't want to have to keep on washing out with water and then potentially losing the color, because like I said, it is semi-permanent dye. So I put that onto all of the lace and a little bit above the hairline. You don't have to do it on the parts that's going to get cut off, like it really wouldn't matter. And then I'm going to go in with the Door Dyes of French Cognac and Cinnamon. I use 1 bottle of each for this entire process, and I use the full bottle. So this is the French Cognac first, and then I'm going to go in and use the whole bottle of Cinnamon. I like to do it like in increments, just to make sure that everything is stirred and incorporated in there, because if it isn't, you will get like chunks of pieces of dye. Like it'll literally sit at the bottom of the bucket and you'll get like little patches of unevenness, like the color didn't fully take on it. So I just like to make sure that it's stirred in there. And of course I'm using piping hot water from my sink. You can boil it if you want, but the sink gets hot enough that I don't have to do that. So yeah. Alright, so now it is time for the watercolor dipping. So I go in with the ends first. There's really no method towards it, but even though I did put conditioner on the hairline, I am still careful. I just don't want to like dunk it in there completely just yet, because I want to protect my lace. I want to make sure the lace is nice and good. Just so I don't have to deal with, fixing it. Like you could do it once in one go and, don't have to fix nothing. So as you can see, I'm just, slightly dipping it in there. I'm not letting it sit in there the whole time, because it is just water and it's hot water. So it will, wash out the conditioner. It is only conditioner. So yeah, I'm just dipping it in slightly. And as you can see that the color is taken so well to this wig, like the water lightened up. So that's just letting you know that the color did take to the wig. So unfortunately I did not get any good content on how the hair looked after, only these couple pictures that I took. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's definitely the perfect brown ginger. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video and that y'all find it informational. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, style babes.